It's been such a long time since we made a video, but we're still here, we're still planting, we're still growing things. It's been really a busy month, and making videos was just like additional stress into life. But we proposed each other to make a video about what excites us the most um, in the garden right now. It's autumn, it's fine, end of October. It just rained so much. Like tonight it rained 150 millimeters, so like 15 centimeter in a bucket like this in one night. It just rained incredible much. Um, and it rained before as well, so everything is really soaked. And also during the day it's very hot. It's like 24-25 degrees lately, so everything is thriving. um, so what excites me the most, different things, like for sure the trees, like this line, look at it, this line that had a lot of sun. You can see the poplar grew more than me. And there's different things here, like everything mixed is so, it's so nice to see the diversity of organic shapes and colors. And you can come a bit closer and show you. Like, look at this fig that was from a cutting. As thick as, it's just so thick. It was just a little cutting, maybe like 30 centimeters, and now it's like almost tall as me. And it's still growing. Look at the size of this leaf. It's still growing now with this wet and warm weather. Here we have a cabbage line that is just so pleasurable to see, to look at. The leaves are insane. I have a big leaf there, but look at also the mushrooms popping out everywhere. And look how big. Because there's a lot of wood chips and they're breaking it down. Another thing that I'm super excited about, but I don't know if I'm gonna find it now. But usually where we put organic matter, but we have to look more in the lines, because where we put more, yeah, here you are. Like there were almost no worms when we first arrived in the prairie, but where we put a lot of organic matter, especially sunflowers. First the black soldier flies came, ate everything, pooped everything, and then the red worms came. It's è un festino, it's a party. Look at the size of these leaves. These are chou frisé, like curly cabbages. They make a head, a big head. There's the broccoli, cauliflowers, everything. I'm really excited about annuals as well, because it just adds so much to the beauty. Look at the size of this leaf. And as always, we're like planting everything that we have all together just to try. And from next year's, I think we're gonna do more, like just patches of one thing. Some salads. These fennels are so beautiful. Leeks that are adored by the mice as well. And the fruit trees, this is a pomegranate that froze down completely. Now it's looking fantastic. It's really strong and it's still growing. The coronilla, which is a plant that grows really well here, it's also like thriving. Here, if you remember, there were a lot of tomatoes. We left some stakes because there's still some tomatoes, and with the wind they blew over. But in the meantime, while the tomatoes were still in, I planted the daikon, which is like an Asian radish for kimchi, because I really like to do that. And here we have the tatsoi and some like Chinese cabbages. And yeah, this was all our first experiment. The first thing where we put some trees and some vegetables, and now it really has a life on its own. Like it's just there's always something growing. We had a lot of basil, but now it's not so happy anymore. The mulberries are doing fantastic. It seems like in this climate is really happy to grow. Lavender, it's also grew amazing. Verbena. Maybe it's a bit chaotic, but we really just wanted to. We didn't want to make a tour like with everything. We just wanted to show what we're excited about. Here we have nice kales and fennels. I never grew fennel, so we bought these plants because we tried, but it was a bit too late when I planted them. It's really nice to not stick to the dogma of like I have to do everything myself. I have to make all the plants myself. I don't have to spend the money on plants. Yeah, but sometimes you cannot do them all. I don't have a greenhouse. It was so hot in July, August to grow them from seed. So I just got some plants and they're doing fantastic. And it's better to still buy some plants in each from your own garden than buying from the supermarket, in my opinion. So yeah, I think I'm gonna buy more plants when I don't make it to make them myself. Here we also have this is the Chinese cabbage that is used for kimchi that I'm super excited about. And yeah, I'll pass the mic to Jimmy and ask him what he's excited about.
What am I excited about?
Yeah.
I'm excited about making this video again because we were a bit stuck with what to share on YouTube, and we felt like a bit judged, and we felt like maybe what we were sharing was not good and it wasn't perfect, and we should wait first to grow trees for 10 years and then to start making videos. So yeah, we had a bit of a moment of questioning, like, hey, is it what we're doing, is it actually helpful, and is it worth it? Because it takes us time and it takes people time to watch it, and yeah. So yeah, I think we kind of are coming to the realization that our process, just by itself, with all the failures and all the challenges and all the stupid ideas, but also with the good ideas, is worth sharing, as long as we feel like excited to share it. So yeah, that was a bit what I wanted to share about that. Then when it comes to what excites me in the garden, well, I think I'll just flow with it. I have seedlings of apples that make me really happy because I didn't even plan to put apples in because we didn't think they would work here. And while planting, we just put those apple cores in because we were eating apples at the time. And they came out very beautifully, and they're everywhere. And let's say, what, like, this is a medium one. This is what, like 50 centimeters. And some of them are already ready to graft, which is really cool. The rosemaries and actually all the evergreens, just like the coronia, are having a beautiful growth moment in autumn now. You can see this is not even the most, but they're really vibrant green. It's very beautiful to see. So that's pretty cool. The figs are also growing a lot now. It's really surprising. Like, it grew until here, let's say, until the summer, and then it stopped a bit, and then it picked up again, and it makes leaves that are just incredibly big. We'll have to see if this is gonna be too tender wood, potentially, for when the first freeze comes, because we're October, and it should be 1 month until the first freeze. Yeah, what else? What else to share about here? I love what Aurora shared already, like with the trees. We have here the poplars on this side that, as you can see, they're a bit more fragile than the ones on the other side. A bit more elongated, and as if our theory is that didn't get really enough sun. So yeah, we're actually thinking of preparing, we're not thinking, we're preparing already the next lines. We're just putting a lot of wood chips onto the lines that we plan to plant on. We don't do nothing to the soil. We just arrive, we put a lot of wood chips, and then we just let it sit. And then we're gonna like open it and try to maybe remove the weeds and stuff. We'll see. But we have those lines spaced out at 5 meters instead of here where we did 3.5 or something. So we hope to get a bit more sunlight for those pioneers that we felt like we're lacking it. Yeah. So what else do we have? This is actually the first one that's flowering, the sunchoke. We have also this beautiful thing that grows here wild as well. It's also an evergreen. It's now putting on some growth. Here you can see, for example, some citrus seedlings. We don't know how they're gonna make it in their first winter, but it's fun to try. This is the second one I see like this. I'm thinking maybe it's an olive seed. They just start sprouting now, but like that. I think really that's it. We can also share a bit here that we have those beautiful. This is an elm. It grew really beautifully, and we think this tree could be very nice to also grow some grapes on. So we're gonna try to put some grapes at the feet of it because they have really nice, like a nice shape to lay things on and climb in trees. Like that. I think
You want to show outside a bit all the things that you might be excited about?
yeah, we can share.
The question again, it's what you're excited about, and I don't want to
Yeah.
push you into things that.
I understand. I'm actually very excited also about all the Neflier Nispero Loqua, Japanese Loqua seedlings. They're pretty cool. We'll see how they do again with the freeze, but we put a lot in.
This one as well.
This is a mandarin from seed. You can see we just put a nest with like 6-7 seeds. These stayed small, one got real big. It's so beautiful to see this variety together. Here's actually some avocados. That one has a low likeliness, but it does bring some fun while you see it. Stuff like that. An almond that started growing again. Yep, didn't get so big, these guys.
Can we show the asparagus?
Oh yeah. So this line, we were thinking, because the tree line is here and the other one is there, we were thinking that this line could be a nice perennial vegetable line. So we planted some asparagus, and they're actually doing really good. It's actually a mini asparagus. It's beautiful. So yeah, in the meantime, we grow those radishes here, and then the asparagus is just getting ready. Like this. It's a bit hidden. Yeah, and we also planted some artichoke, like a long line of it. Okay, let's take a look. This is quite beautiful. Yeah, but here we have to show. Here we tried a new like fork to prepare the soil and to
Broad
weed
fork.
it. A broad fork, yeah. We actually made one with that, and it cost us like 30 euros, which was crazy. Which was really nice. And here we started planting in it. It's spinach, garlic, and strawberries. And the spinach came out really beautifully. And then you can see the strawberries are all along the edge here. And then we just mulched it lightly with wood chips, but not so much. And this line is really fantastic to see all the garlic like this. It's very satisfying. Okay, while we're here, we can show you what we're doing with the tree line. It's we're just doing with what we have, and we're kind of improvising. Like nowhere on the internet did we see, okay, you put your wood chips and then you plant in it. No, we're just kind of doing with our own logic and our own intuition. So we put this here, and then we're gonna try to open it up. With the broad fork, we're gonna try to like weed it open and see if we can get a bit of soil ready to plant it. And we'll see. As you may see, like here, so this is from this line to here, it's 5 meters. Here we have another line. As you can see, like some weeds are coming through.
Bindweed.
But we're realizing that these weeds are not so hard to weed out with the broad fork. And yes, they'll come back, but if we have the right density, they shouldn't be a big problem. Here we have an interline, which we also put like hello wood chips on. We're gonna try to put some sweet potato. Oh, we didn't even talk about sweet potatoes. Here we have the sweet potatoes that we tried. I think there was 6 little plants that all came from one sweet potato. Do you think we can find some here?
Go, yeah. We already took 2 out.
Yeah.
So we close it again.
Should we check over here?
It's at the base of
Oh
it.
yeah, here.
We took like the big 2 out.
Oh, I scratched it a bit. So here we have some nice sweet potatoes.
These are the smallest but over there's more big one.
Okay.
But it's just incredible.
For us, it was the first time trying this, so it was really beautiful to see that it works. We didn't have expectations. So we're gonna try those in the interline. And yeah, so here's a line. Here's another interline. Here's another line. Always 5 meters in between. And here we put artichokes that we got from a dear friend that gave us just like side shoots. And they're starting to go and they're very beautiful. Actually, this side is not the most beautiful one, no?
They're small, and this one they're a bit bigger.
Better. Like this. So like this, we have a tree line, and next to it we'll have the artichokes, and it's gonna be beautiful perennial crops.
And in between, the interlines is gonna be annuals.
Yeah, here in this interline we're gonna put other annuals. So we said like sweet potato. We're gonna try some watermelon. This one could be more like garlics and stuff.
Fev.
Oh yeah. This would be
We're doing this with the broad
fava
fork.
beans.
Raya.
Yeah, she's not so heavy. She's 40 kilos or something.
30.
So here we're gonna try to put the fava beans.
Because we've seen that they don't like so much to grow in pure compost.
No, they struggle a bit with the high, like non-decomposed organic matter with it. So
Yeah, they don't like fertilization so much.
maybe that's it, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna try to have a bit of like tree lines and then stuff in between.
Yep.
So that's kind of cool. And we're very excited because we got quite some trees of our own. We ordered quite some trees as well. I think we spent €1,000 on trees. So yeah, a lot of peach trees and stuff. And we got tons of peach seeds. We got tons of all kinds of seeds. So we're very excited to start planting this. And in the meantime, we're also preparing. We want to sleep here, you know, in the winter. So we're preparing. We got a little yurt. It's a big mess, but this is the flooring, and we're gonna put the yurt on top.
How are you insulating it?
We're insulating the floor because it wasn't insulated. It was just planks and that's it. So the cold would come through. And now we turned it upside down. We got some wood from like somewhere where we used to work. A good friend that's been helping us a lot. And then in between, we're putting like straw. We went to get some straw, and we're putting like a layer like this, like really compacted of straw. And we hope that's gonna work. It would be really cool. We're just scared that the mice come in, so we're really trying to have it really closed. And then we put a yurt on. The yurt is insulated with like wool.
Yeah.
And we have a little fireplace in it, so it should be fine. So we're excited, but it's a lot of things at once. You know, we're preparing those tree lines for planting this winter, and we're trying to get this living place ready. And like that.
That's it.
Yeah. Thank you for watching, and thank you so much for still being curious in what we do.